Okay, this electric power cable coming into the home, this is called your service drop. You want to make sure that trees don't grow into it. Trees can grow into this, rub against this, arc, make ground to the ground, and I haven't seen it happen, but I've seen illustrations to 50 feet. It could be dangerous to even walk over here if that tree is damaging that line. So you want to pay attention to that. Our service entrance conduit, okay, it has a weather mast on it. We got a nice drip loop on that. This is nice and high. Everything looks good. This tree's not touching it yet. This tree's also about ready to bud. It's going to grow like crazy. You want to keep that tree. How many times did I say you want to keep that tree off of that? This is your electric meter. It should be sealed on 3 sides, on the sides and the top, to keep water from going into the system. Same thing with this is called your load center. Some people call it your breaker box. Call it what you will. Electric service distribution panel. But that's what it is right there. Okay? Like your meter, it should be sealed on 3 sides. I see we got 2 grounds going down, but I don't have a bond. Where's our bond? What are we going to do with the bond? What's this about? You're just there, right there. Okay. Huh. Okay. So, what do we got here? We don't know. It's handwritten. And the manufacturer says that this should be printed. See where it says square D? It's supposed to be printed. It's not supposed to be printed. You can't read that. You don't know what that is. Alright? You don't know what that is. I didn't make that up. Oh, bud. No, I didn't make that up. The manufacturer says it should be printed. The code says it should be printed. Clothes dryer 27 and 29, the bottom 2. This clothes dryer right here. Okay, that's supposed to be GFCI protected, and it's not. The condensing unit does not have to be GFCI protected. The clothes dryer does have to be GFCI protected, or it's supposed to be. I guess it doesn't have to be, right? The bonding location is supposed to be labeled inside of here. I don't see that anywhere. It's 200 amp service. We got aluminum to copper wires. Okay, we're supposed to have protective covers over L1 and L2. Okay, I'm not seeing them. If you don't know this is hot, you don't belong in this box. I get that. But that's what you're supposed to have. What else do we got here? This is our main neutral. It's supposed to have 4 wraps of white tape on it. Not 4 wraps in a row like it's a band-aid on your finger. It's supposed to be 4 wraps long ways. That's what it's supposed to be. Coming down here, these are white hots. If you don't know that's hot, you don't belong in this cabinet. I get that. But this white hot should have been wrapped with black tape. Over here on the arc faults and the GFCIs, they are not required to be wrapped. In fact, they're required to be white in that particular instance. But over here where you do not have GFCI, that's supposed to be wrapped with black tape. Does it change the world? No, it doesn't really change the world. So what do we learn? Oh, and the wires are not supposed to be touching the cabinet cover. We learned that our meter and our load center should be sealed on their sides and their tops. We learned that the wires shouldn't be touching this panel cover. We learned that the neutral should be wrapped with white tape. We learned that our bonding location is not labeled, and I don't even know if we've got a bonding location. How about that? Alright. We learned that our clothes dryer is not GFCI protected. We've learned that we've got a white hot in here. I mentioned the cabinet, the wires touching the cabinet cover. Alright, supposed to have protective booties on L1 and L2. And that's supposed to be wrapped, right? We also learned that this is not supposed to be handwritten. We also learned that the condensing unit is underfused. We'll learn that in another video. It's going to be a little repetition. It's just the way it works. Okay, there's 1 grounding rod. 2 grounding rods within 6 feet, so it's properly grounded. So if I got 2 grounding rods within 6 feet, I don't have a bond. I don't have a bond, and the bonding wasn't labeled. Okay, I'm going to pick up some spares now, just a few. This would be the water heater. We have two pipes. So the larger one is probably should be for the water heater safety pan, and it should be no farther from the ground than 24 inches, and it's not. It's fine. But this smaller one is for the temperature pressure relief valve. That's the temperature pressure relief valve drain line, and it's not supposed to be any farther from the ground than 6 inches. And it is. It's farther than 6 inches from the ground. This is your gas meter. Now, why for the water is not acceptable, but it's acceptable for the gas meter, but parallel is on and perpendicular is off. If you turn this around so these holes will line up, you can put a lock in there if you didn't pay your bill and that kind of thing. It enters the north side of the house. The condensing unit's on the north side of the house. The electric service panel is on the north side of the house. And it's been painted. It's just not bonded. It's not bonded. That's how you turn it off. People are calling me. Good home inspection. So that's just the way it works. This is your gas meter, electric meter, condensing unit, overflow drain, water heater. All this is on this side of the house. While we're here, so is the access to the crawl space. So all of your mechanicals basically are across the north side of the house.